Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamond for Monday, June 24th. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games, primetime games, West Coast night games coming your way. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome as we head to Baltimore for our first game up. Cleveland Guardians, Baltimore Orioles, 6:35 Eastern start time. Tanner Bibee on the hill for Cleveland. We get Cade Pavich going for the Orioles, minus 120. That's the O's as the home favorite, 8 in the hook being the total. Cleveland comes in 49-26 on the season, winners of 5 straight. Now, the best win percentage in the American League. No, it's not the Yankees. No, it's not the Orioles. It's actually Cleveland here. Now, Baltimore, no slight against them, 49-28 on the season, just a game and a half back from the Yankees. They have lost 3 straight, getting swept in Houston. And granted, something I put in my notes, guys. Remember, Baltimore played the New York Yankees the series after. They did get swept. So remember that for later in the season. Schedule spots do matter here on the diamond across all sports, but particularly in the sport of baseball. Now, Bibee on the hill for Cleveland, 5-2 on the season. His last time out, 6 innings, 0 earned, 12 strikeouts. In fact, his last 2 starts, 23-2 strikeout to walk ratio. Pavich on the hill here for the O's, the third rounder out of Nebraska. 5 walks his last time out. That's a little bit concerning here. I don't love going against the Orioles, but in this spot, guys, I think Cleveland's the side here. I mean, we get the number 1 bullpen in baseball by my metrics. Not that Baltimore is bad, but I do think the late inning edge here is towards Cleveland, listing Bibee as the starter. Little wrong team favored to start us off. We are jumping on Cleveland plus the 105 small dog. Next one up, we'll head to the Sunshine State. Seattle Mariners, Tampa Bay Rays, 6:50 Eastern start. Brian Wu on the hill for the M's. Taj Bradley on the hill for the Rays. 7 in the hook being the total. Minus 105, as low as minus 103, as high as minus 110 here. That's Seattle, first place Mariners in the AL West. 10 games over 500. They have lost 4 of their last 5. They do make a short trip here from Miami. They just played the Marlins over to Tampa, whereas the Rays, first game home off the 3-city road trip. I don't like that spot. You know, guys getting used to being back at home like to fade this. And they got Bradley on the hill, 4 ERA, just 2-4 on the season. And his opponent, Brian Wu here, 6-1. That's the team when he takes the hill, 1.6 ERA, 25-3 strikeout to walk ratio. The guy's pitched 37 innings this season and only given up 20 hits. I think he has another great start here, guys. I like the M's. Pick 'em price tag can get them as low as minus 103. Let's take Seattle over Tampa. Next one up, we're heading to the Queen City here. Pittsburgh Pirates, Cincinnati Reds. NL Central battle, 7:10 Eastern start time. Pittsburgh going with Brady Falter on the hill, the lefty. 9.5 being the total, minus 110. That's Cincinnati as the home favorite with Carson Spears on the hill. Pittsburgh comes in 3 games under 500. We get the Reds 5 games under 500. Carson Spears back-to-back against the Pirates. That's something to note. He did go 6 innings, 4 earned his last time out against this same lineup. And it's the same situation here for the lefty going for the Pirates. Back-to-back versus Cincinnati, 7 innings, 2 earned for Falter. Guys, overall in this one, I think it comes down to the later innings because both of these lineups are going to see both of these pitchers are going to see the lineup for the second time and the lineup seeing the pitcher for the second time. But really it comes down to Falter. I'm not a huge fan. They've lost the last 4 Falter starts, and it's a big bullpen edge here towards the Reds. This Reds pen has been good. And another note here, the 8th inning guy for Pittsburgh, Holdman, back-to-back. So is he available? Maybe not. All of that putting us the short home favorite, Cincinnati Reds. Let's jump on the Reds in Cincy. Next one up, the Atlanta Braves, St. Louis Cardinals, 7:45 Eastern start time. Spencer Schwellenbach on the hill for the Bravos. Lance Lynn for the Redbirds. 8.5 being the total. Minus 117 to as high as minus $1.25. That is the Braves as the road favorite. They come in 11 games over 500. They've winners of 5 of the last 6, 8 of the last 10, playing really good baseball up against the Cardinals, 2 games over 500 on the season. They've actually played pretty well overall. Granted, they've had some injuries, but I guess all out there. Better baseball than a lot of people would have thought. The thing I'm going after here, guys, is the Braves, which has actually been smashed on the Cardinals. So we'll take this extra. As I'm talking, the Braves are down to minus 112 right now. Schwellenbach on the hill, the rookie, second rounder out of Nebraska. A lot of Cornhuskers pitching on today's slate. 6 innings, 3 earned runs combined in his last 2 starts against the Tigers and the Orioles. So he's actually riding a hot hand here, the rookie for the Braves. And he's up against Lance Lynn, 10 hits and 6 runs given up against the Marlins. Now he's going to step up in class against the Braves. I have question marks about Lance Lynn. You know, he's getting up there in age. Last year against the Braves, 7 earned, just 1 strikeout in 4 innings. So this lineup's seen him well. I think the Braves are going to get after Lance Lynn, guys. They got the bullpen edge as well. So all of that putting us on the Atlanta Braves, and a little bullpen handicap here. Romero, their 7th inning guy, back-to-back. So is he available for the Cardinals? Maybe not. Again, guys, it's the Braves. Hey, we get them buy low here. Minus 112 is the short road favorite. Heading to the south side, up next, it's the Chicago White Sox hosting the LA Dodgers. 8:10 Eastern start time with the Dodgers, 48-31 on the road. They've played good baseball on the road, actually, 23-15. They're 5-2 their last 7. It was undecided on the odds screen. I'm seeing James Paxton. There's reports that he is going to get the start. That is from ESPN, so I think a fairly reputable source. Minus 127. That's the Dodgers as the road favorite. Up against Garrett Crochet and the White Sox here, the big lefty, total of 8. White Sox 21-58 on the season, just 1-4 their last 5. Now, Garrett Crochet, if you're going to bet on the Sox, this is probably the time to do so. And we kind of see it in the number, guys. I mean, the Dodgers, one of the best teams in the National League, one of the best teams in Major League Baseball, just laying 27 cents here to the worst team in baseball record-wise. And it speaks to Crochet on the hill. He has 124 strikeouts on the season. First rounder out of Tennessee, the former Vol, though. Last time out, gave up 9 hits and 3 earned against the Houston Astros. Now he's going up against the number 1 lineup in baseball by weighted runs created plus, the number 1 lineup against lefties. And doing a little research here on the Dodgers offense against southpaws, yes, they are number 1. They're also 820 team OPS against southpaws. That's number 1 by a pretty good margin, 35 team OPS points over the second place hitting lineup against lefties. So this team has absolutely crushed lefties. I think they're going to get to Garrett Crochet. I mean, in some form or fashion. They also have a high walk rate. They see a lot of pitches. Therefore, I'm not so sure Crochet is going to get very deep into this game, 5-6 innings. And then we get into that White Sox bullpen that is one of, if not the worst bullpens in baseball, up against the great Dodgers lineup. Late inning edge here towards the Dodgers. And if it is James Paxton, the 35-year-old, 7-1 on the season, back-to-back 6+ innings. He actually went 6 innings and 7 innings in his last 2 starts. 1 earned run apiece, just 2 hits his last time out. I like this spot for the Dodgers, guys. I think it's a low number here. Minus 127 right now on the Dodgers over the White Sox. Got 1 game left. Reminder, if you could comment below, it helps the algorithm, and smash that like button if you're liking the content, guys. As we got the Washington Nationals and San Diego Padres for the final game, 9:40 Eastern, 6:40 local time. Patrick Corbin on the hill for the Nats. Matt Waldron, the knuckleballer, on the hill for the Friars. Up over $2 now on Waldron and the Padres. The market is onto him. The odds makers are onto him. This guy's got the knuckleball dancing. We've talked about him pretty much every start, the last 7 or 8 that he's had, and he has been great. 2 earned runs or less in 7 straight starts. His last time out, 7 innings, 1 earned run. Now they are having to lay a big price here. So I think Waldron's going to have a good start. And the thing I like about this one, it's 8.5 as the total. That's a pretty sizable total in a pitcher's ballpark there in Petco. But Corbin, he comes from the left side, and the Padres have a lefty-righty dichotomy working in the negative in this spot. They are the 18th best hitting lineup by my numbers against lefties, the number 2 hitting lineup against righties. So they're facing a lefty here. I think they're going to struggle a bit. And Corbin, yes, he has a 5.6 ERA on the season. That's not great, but back-to-back 5+ inning starts, 1 earned run apiece. He only gave up 3 hits last time out. So he's pitching his best baseball of the season. Washington, they just did win 2 of 3 in Colorado, but going from a mile high to near sea level now, I think that might affect their bats a little bit. So I think they're going to struggle against Waldron, and I think Patrick Corbin can have a decent start here, and he leads into a Washington Nationals bullpen that's top 10 across MLB. Guys, I think this one finishes under 5-2, 4-3, something of that nature. 8 in the hook. We don't get 9 runs. Let's go Nationals and Padres under 5.5 to end it, guys. In recap, we're on the under between the Nats and the Padres. We got the Dodgers under -130 here over the White Sox. The Atlanta Braves -117 over the St. Louis Cardinals. Cincinnati Reds, big red machine, -111 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. We get the Seattle Mariners, pick'em price tag -103 over the Rays, and the Cleveland Guardians over the Baltimore Orioles. If you're interested in premium picks, check me out. Drew Martin, WagerTalk.com, 5% max limit going up today. You get a 3-for-1 special on that. And guys, like always, please smash that like button. Have a great Monday. Cash those tickets. Thanks for tuning in.